Hi, I'm Daivd Stützel from Germany, doing the third video about this Vibraband. Next little chapter. If this whole thing vibrates, then usually it's important how the ends are held. People who build instruments will know that about ends of strings or even membranes on drums, where they end and how they end. And most people that don't understand about that usually don't care much. You may notice it's not too important actually here, but still most people who try to play do this. Stan doesn't. At least with his one hand he does something. He always has his fingers on top here and you don't see much, but if you look you'll see that this finger is kind of strange angled and it all looks kind of, because he's played long, it looks easy and whatever, but you can still see, once you've been told, that he does something here. He tries to hold it in some kind of special clear ending way with a fingernail here. And actually, even though that's not a major point, it may be important to think about it, just to notice that you actually hold it different every time you take it, and that confuses everything you try to figure out or find out. You can't remember or repeat anything because of that. So there are many things, like you can hold it, for example, like this, and then putting it here, you maybe have to turn your hand a bit to kind of fit there, and then of course you are doing something to the rubber if you turn it, so that might be bad. It actually is bad. And there are other things. For example, I sometimes try not to hold it very strong here and then put tension on it, because this will, if I pull here, it gets less wide, and if I hold it very good here and then pull, then there'll be a kind of a curve, because this end is still as wide as it was before stretching. So I sometimes even stretch it and then hold it to have a really clear, repeatable grip. Stan's way of holding it might also be a way of finding a place here that is very repeatable, where you can feel where you have your finger here somewhere. So it may not be only about how to hold, how to end this part, but also then there's more to this. This end is kind of different because of this action of these fingers, and it's also not as important as for this hand. I think I even understand a bit about the physics and understand why this hand is more important for this end, how you hold it. But you can see something else on this hand in the videos, that Stan often don't touch the whole, he won't touch the whole Vibraband to change the notes, but he just touches this edge often. He plays here. You can also see it because the whole Vibraband kind of turns a little bit because of this touching of this edge. And this actually works. I can try to show you. I can change a note by just touching this edge and not the whole Vibraband, which tells us that actually this edge is mainly vibrating and not the whole thing. This is also how this connection in part works, at least how I play. The back end is kind of stopped by my lips actually, and the front end vibrates, and it also, when I play, this end goes free, can vibrate freely out here. It's not kind of stopped by my lid somewhere. If I do it like this, you might be vibrate in here and then get stuck at my lip and not vibrate out here. I always have a little part that goes unstopped through where the vibration can travel, kind of out of my mouth. This is not exactly how Stan plays, but I can only watch videos, so I'm not totally sure how he... sometimes his playing looks to me like he plays a little more out of the corner of the mouth, and maybe the Vibraband vibrates in this direction, and so it also goes through to here. I'm not sure. What I do is, at least most of the time, this was a great discovery for me, though I now sometimes do it different again. I actually put the Vibraband, I connect it to my lower lip, so I blow only above the Vibraband. You can blow underneath and above, or you can blow only underneath. It all, in principle, all works, but it kind of saves energy and air. And usually for wind instruments, if you can produce the same note with less air, or you can use the air better, and then the sound also gets better, often, quite often. In this case, it really helps to save energy, because otherwise you'll get too much air in your bloodstream and get dizzy by this instrument. So this can really help. It helped me perhaps just to make some things more repeatable. I have this connecting to my lower lip, but not the front edge that kind of sticks out, and then I blow above, and with my upper lips I can, when I blow above this, I can actually put the wind more in front or more here, and I can put it like this or like this, and I can experiment with this, and I try to get this front edge to vibrate. And that's how I play. It doesn't look like Stan is playing that way exactly, but it can help. And now, once I discovered that and found out to play better by that means, and can also... Now I blew above and underneath. It also works. So it's kind of hard to tell how Stan actually blew or how other people. But now I've kind of named that and put words to it. Perhaps other players can tell how they play. Because this might be very unconscious and more intuitive discoveries that are kind of hard to tell. And once someone starts to name them, maybe they get more conscious and visible. And so, this is a major point, the kind of trying to hold it in a way that you can repeat. And something will still change. You will get a different length, and the kind of the key of this overtone series will change. So I've thought about marking, or there are many ideas for experiments. Maybe you want to do some of them, like marking places for a repeatable key. I think you would even have to put something that holds it here, like something that stays here instead of your fingers and here, so it really stays the same. I don't believe that a mark will actually be enough, but I'm not sure. I've not tried that really. Usually things change when you take it again. Yeah, maybe let's leave it here for this video, and I'll make another one now and just stop this here.